Okay, good morning. So, in this video, we will see the solution of IIT JAM Mathematical Statistics 2021 paper. So, till now, in the last videos, you can see we have solved a question from 1 to 20. And in this video, we'll start from 21. So, let's start. 21st question is, let xy be random vector with joint moment generating function this. Where T1 is minus infinity to plus infinity and T2 is minus infinity to minimum of 1 comma 1 minus T2. Okay. So Z is X plus Y. So what is variance of Z? So we know that from MGF we can find moments. Like if we differentiate M with respect to T1 only one times and putting T1, T2 both 0, we can get EX. Then if we differentiate M with respect to T2 and putting T1, T2 both 0, we'll get EY. Okay. And if we differentiate M both with respect to T1 and T2 both, so like differentiating once with respect to T1 and differentiating with respect to T2 simultaneously, so we'll get EX into Y. Okay, so let's apply that. So we have Z is equal to X plus Y. So we want to find variance of Z. So variance of Z they asked. So we know the formula, variance of X plus Y as variance of X plus variance of Y plus variance covariance between XY plus covariance between YX. So means 2 times covariance between XY. And so we need to find variance of Z, we need variance of X, variance of Y, and covariance of XY. So covariance of XY, we know the formula, E of X into Y minus EX EY. This is formula for covariance. Okay, so let us write a given MGF. So M of T1 comma T2 is given as 1 upon 1 minus, so 1 upon 1 minus T1. So let me write, open it. So T1 minus T2, I'm opening it. So writing this way and into 1 minus T2. Yes. So what we do, we have the property. So first let us differentiate it with respect to T1, T2 simultaneously. So it's better first to differentiate with respect to T1. Okay. So del M upon del T1. So 1 upon 1 minus T2 will be as it is. And we have to differentiate this 1 upon 1 minus T1 minus T2. Okay. With respect to T1 only, because T2 will be have like constant with respect to T1. So 1 upon 1 minus T2 as it is. So derivative of 1 upon X is minus 1 upon X square. So 1 minus T1 minus T2 whole square. Okay. So derivative of 1 upon X is minus 1 upon X square. And now we'll differentiate the denominator. So into, we are differentiating with respect to T1. So it will give us minus 1 only. So this is del M upon del T1, del M upon del T1 is this. So we get 1 upon 1 minus T2 whole square. So it is del M upon del T1, and we have to again differentiate it once more with respect to T2. So we want to find del M, del square M upon del T1, del T2. So now it is a little bit, I'm taking, okay, let's do. So again, we can do 1 upon x square, 1 upon x has derivative. We may apply quotient rule, but and now I have to differentiate it with respect to t2. So t2 is variable, t1 will treat as a constant with respect to t2. So 1 upon x has derivative minus 1 upon x square. So the square is 1 minus t2 whole square, and 1 minus t1 minus t2 square is already part will be 4, and into. Now we have to differentiate the denominator. Okay, let's use product rule. So product rule is their derivative of 1 minus t2 is minus 1 with respect to t2, and rest as it is. So 1 minus t1 minus t2 whole square plus, and then 1 minus t2 as it is, and derivative of I'm doing differentiation of denominator. So derivative of 1 minus t1 minus t2 whole square. So it is 2 times 1 minus t1 minus t2, and into we are differentiating to 2, so into minus 1 is the coefficient, so into minus 1. Okay, so let us compile it. So what we have to do, actually we know the formula, so directly I will do E of x into y is nothing but del 2 m upon del t1 del t2. You put t1 is equal to 0 and t2 is equal to 0, both 0. So what will happen? So put both 0. So here it will be minus 1 upon denominator 1 into 1. Okay, both you put 0 in bracket. If you put, so it is minus 1 times 1 minus 1 minus 2. So check carefully. Yes, so t1 t2 both are 0, so minus 2. So finally it will be minus 1 into minus 3, it is 3. So exy we get 3. So double derivative of m with respect to t1 and t2. Okay, so like once with respect to t1 and once with respect to t2. So we get exy. This is, so exy we got 3. What we need more? We need more ex square, ey square, or actually the main purpose is to find variance of x and variance of y. Covariance, for covariance we need xy, so we know we got e of xy. Now ex ey, so let's we have one result. If you have m for xy both, you have t1 comma t2. So this is a joint mgf of xy, joint mgf of xy, and we put if we take it as m, you take t2 as 0, mxy t2 as 0, so this will give nothing but mx t1, and again joint mgf you take t1 at 0, so it will be moment generating function of t2. So if you use this concept, so in the given joint mgf we replace t2 as 0. So when we replace t2 as 0, we'll get 1 upon 1 minus t1, 1 upon 1 minus t1, and when we put t1 is 0, it's a 1 minus t2 whole square. So 1 upon 1 minus t2 whole square. So we can write it 1 minus t2 raised to the power minus 2. Okay, so what we have, and we can also write it 1 minus t1 raised to the power minus 1. So if you look carefully, the mgf, so let me give you the concept. So if I write, suppose x is gamma alpha comma beta. So here I mean the PDF will be 1 upon gamma alpha beta raised to power alpha e raised to power minus beta x and x raised to power alpha minus 1, and x is more than 0. So x is more than 0. So if you find mgf of x for this PDF, so we'll get 1 minus beta t raised to power minus alpha. Okay, and so if you compare with it, why I'm giving this, if you compare with it, you will see that this x is a gamma. So in place of beta, you just compare with this mgf, okay, with this term. So you'll get 1 1, alpha is 1, beta is 1. Here if you compare, this y is nothing but gamma, this is 1, and this is 2. So in that case, what is the mean? So if you find the EX, this is a formula, okay? So EX, if you find, it will be alpha beta, and variance, if you find, it will be alpha beta square. So this formula help us to find directly means of X and Y individually. So using this MGF, so X is gamma 1 1, Y is gamma 1 2. So just this is formula. This is just for helping you in the question perspective. So question perspective, X is gamma 1 1. So EX is alpha into beta, which is 1. Variance X alpha beta square, that is 1. And Y is gamma 1 2. So EY will be 2, and variance Y will be alpha beta square. So one minute, here I did the wrong, right? 1 minute. So here I should write it. If you compare this term I'm thinking this term. So compare this term with this term. So alpha is 2 and beta is 1. Okay, so please correct this. Alpha is 2 and beta is 1. So alpha is 2 and beta is 1. Okay, so here it will not affect because both are 1 1. So answer is fine. Here I have written wrong by mistake. So it is 2 comma 1 with this notation. So there are two different notations in gamma. So you prefer your own. So whatever you feel better. So here alpha into beta is 2, and alpha beta square, it will again be 2. Yes. So fine. So we got everything what we needed, and we already got EXY, X into Y. So that was 3. And we were asked Z was X plus Y. So we were asked what is the variance of Z. So it is, so for this purpose we needed MGF. So I used MGF for this, MGF for this, so MGF. So variance X, variance Y, 2 time covariance X in X comma Y. So let us elaborate it. So variance X we had is 1, variance Y we have is 2, and plus 2 time variance covariance XY formula we have EX into Y minus EX EY. Okay, so for that 3 plus 2 time EXY was 3 minus EX into EY. So EX is 1, EY is 2. So 1 into 2, 2. So what we have, 3 plus 2 into 1, so it's a 5. So what we get, variance of Z we get at 5. So let's check. So it's a 21 question, C option is there. We have the answer key. So 21, C option is there, please. So 21 answer is C. So here answer is option C. Let's come to 22. So 22 we have X is a continuous random variable with a distribution function, means CDF. So CDF is given as this 0 AX square 1 for some real constant A, then EX is equal to. So mean we have to find. So we have to find mean of this. So we may use PDF, or we directly have one formula EX using CDF. So let's try do directly first. So I will do only here. So if I need FX means PDF, so you just differentiate it. So derivative of CDF is PDF for continuous. So it's a 2AX. Okay, it will be 0 again. So 0 you write otherwise. So differentiate it just, and this when X is between 0 and 2. Now there is A is constant here. Okay, so A we can find because we know the property of PDF. So it's a limit 0 to 2. If you integrate in this region 2AX, it must give us 1. So what we'll do, A as it is 2x integration x square, and here is 0 to 2. This is 1. So A will get 4A is 1, so it's a 1 by 4. Okay, so it is 1 by 4. A is 1 by 4 now. And what we need? EX. So EX will be, according to a definition of expectations, X time PDF. So PDF is 2AX dx and limit will be 0 to 2, support of this PDF. So 2a we can keep outside, integration of x square dx 0 to 2. So a already we have, so 2 into a is 1 by 2, and x square integration x cube by 3, limit 0 to 2. So if we put 8 by 3, so 8 by 3, and there is 2 already, 8 by 6, so it's a 4 by 3. So should be 4 by 3 a. So 22A option should be correct. So let us check. 22A. Yes, 22A is correct. So this is fine. Let's go to next question. So you can see, first we find A using PDF, and then we find this. There is other way, so we may try by other way. If I do the other way in this question, so other way is EX is integration of 1 minus CDF dx, and support it as 0 to 2. So 1 minus ax square dx 0 to 2. So it will be x minus ax cube by 3 0 to 2. In that case, we'll get 2 minus 8a by 3. Okay, so we need a again. So a in the last method I used PDF. So can we find using CDF? So the property of CDF we have, it's a right continuous. So point and right limit. So 1. It's a continuous random variable. Okay. So for the continuous random variable, what happens? Continuous random variable is a continuous function. So in general, CDF is not continuous, but in case of continuous random variable, CDF is continuous. So in this method, I'm not using PDF at all. I'm just using CDF only to find A and CDF only to find expectations. So using CDF, finding expectation is this method. How to find A using CDF only? So for the continuous random variable, CDF is continuous. So limit at 2. So left hand limit will be 4A. You check here. Left hand limit at 2 will be this, and right hand limit at this will be 1. So A is equal to 1 by 4. Limit fx, what I've used, limit x tends to 2 minus fx is equal to limit x tends to 2 plus fx. This is capital F because CDF is continuous. So you know the limit, okay? So just left hand limit at 2, right hand limit at 2, left hand limit at 2 is 4a, right hand limit at 2 is 1. So A is 1 by 4. Put it 1 by 4. So 2 minus 2 by 3. So A is 1 by 4. So 8 by 4 is 2. 3 is 6 minus 2, 4 by 3. So again 4 by 3. So there are two different methods. One method we calculated PDF, then we did using PDF. Other way we didn't calculate PDF at all. Only using CDF we can find this. This is the other way. So let's do next.